Hi everybody, my name is Irene Thompson. I am a new demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And this will be my third YouTube tutorial. I am going to show you how to do no-line watercoloring. We are going to be using the Better With You stamp set, which is on page 169. We'll be using the Garden Impressions 6x6 DSP, which is on 191. We'll also be using some shimmer paper, some blue, balmy blue cardstock, and some early espresso cardstock. Then we'll be using balmy blue ink, Pear Pizzazz, Cajun Craze, So Saffron, Early Espresso, and Sierra Sand. And this will be the card we're doing. It's a beautiful little bird. Isn't it adorable? Alright, so let's get started. Alright. No line watercolor. Fun, fun, fun. Alright. When I first started this, this is my first trial. I like it. It turned out really nice. But then I decided to let the color set a little bit before I added another color. And look at the difference. It looks pretty amazing. So that's how I suggest you do it, is you let the color set and then move on to the next color. This one, I didn't let anything set and it ran in, and then I even took some paper towel and tapped it on top, and it still turned out really nice. This is just so much more defined. So I really like this last one I did. So that's how I'm gonna do this. Alright. First thing I'm going to take the Sierra Sand. Now, to get the no-line look, you will stamp off as hard as you can and then stamp on. And that's with the Sierra Sand. So I'm going to stamp off like really hard, apply pressure. Now I'm going to stamp on the cardstock. And I'm turning it at an angle. And you'll see it's lightly stamped. Okay, now I'm going to put the little triangles, these triangles on. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one. I'm going to stamp on and then stamp off. Can't believe I just put that away. Alright, so I'm stamping off really hard. And I'm going to stamp up top here. And I'm going to flip it over. So there's our background. That's what we're going to watercolor in. You could probably stamp it off twice, but I actually want to see what I'm doing. So it's not too dark. Alright. We're going to start with the balmy blue. And then our watercolor. I'm going to do this top part. Doing nothing special, just following the lines. And I'm dragging it down a little bit too. don't want it perfect. See how cool that looks? So what I did is I let it set. And then I moved on to the next color. My next color is Pear Pizzazz. I think I'm gonna clean my ink with this. I didn't try this last time. Oh, that works really cool. Good idea. Now I'm going to do the Pear Pizzazz, which is right underneath the chin here and down on the bottom. So, remember, these I let set, so none of the colors are running together. And then now I'm going to get down. There's this little piece right here above the branch. I hope you guys can see this. And then down here along the bottom. Cool. Can't believe I didn't think of using this chamois before. Oh, it's so awesome. It cleans it off quick. Okay, so after the Pear Pizzazz, we're going to do the Cajun Craze. Now I'm going to do the wing down here on the bottom that I left open. See how I got right above the branch and then down below? So that's what we'll do right here. Just remember, the least amount of water you use, the darker it is, the more water, the lighter it becomes. All right. This is so cute. Awesome bird. All right. There's the Cajun Craze. Gosh, I should have thought of this before. And plus, then you can also squeeze your water out on it. It's perfect for this. Okay, now we're going to do the brown. Well, actually, no. We're going to do the So Saffron. I'm getting carried away. I'm ready to do that branch. Okay, let me just double check. All right, now the So Saffron, which is its beak and its feet. Beak, feet, and then we're going to do this little. And I'm not using much water at all. It's got it in it. I'm just not using much of it. I like it being dark. I mean, you can see the lines. But the lighter you get it, the lighter when you stamp it with that Sahara sand, the lighter it is for the lines literally just disappear. So just be aware that the lighter you stamp, the more you stamp off, the lighter the lines become. In this paper, I would have never ever thought to do watercolor on this shimmer paper. It's just crazy. I mean, it will, I mean, you can tell that you're doing watercolor, but it's not like the watercolor paper, how it just is crinkly everywhere, and it's just crazy. All right, so there's the So Saffron. gosh, I wish I would have thought of this earlier when I was playing with this before. Squeezing it to help get the color out of it so I can change colors. There we go. Now we'll finish it with the brown. Early Espresso. We'll do the branch and we'll do the eyes. And as you can tell, see, after it's drying, you can hardly see those lines. I mean, they're disappearing. Gosh, this is so cool. I'm going to drag this down just a little bit. How cool. And a little dot in the eye. And there it is. Oh, I love this squish. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This chamois is actually on, it's called a simple chamois. I use it to clean my stamps with. It is on page 206. They're very inexpensive, so check it out. Alright, we're letting that set a minute. I'm going to get the pieces to assemble this. Close up all my ink. Maybe. I think that turned out so nice. Now, when I just let it get all really wet, I mean, this is the effect. So I have two different effects just from letting it dry a little bit and moving on to the next one. So it has, you know, depends on how much of a hurry you think you're in, or if you've the lines you want. I mean, I think it looks pretty dang, there's a major difference, and I really like the difference. So now let's assemble. All right. I have a little charm that I had gotten out of the Petal Passion, and we don't have those anymore. I think I actually got it out of the clearance rack, but I just checked the clearance rack before I started this, and there is no more left. So I have the traditional card base. The only thing's different is I'm doing it from the top, so that's going to be my inside. There's a flower that comes in this kit, in this stamp set. I'm using that flower, and I did it with the Balmy Blue. So, and then this is the color that I'm using from the Garden Expressions. So, right there it is. And I took and I ran some Early Espresso around. I just ran it, literally ran my ink pad, ran it like this around my ink pad. So I like the look it gives, the effect. So I'm pleased with that. Let's taper down. And then center it. And this is cut like an eighth. I have an eighth of a border on this one. So it's not a very big border around it, but this one I have a fourth around. So it's a little bit of a difference, but not by much. So it just depends on how you guys, if you choose to even do a border or not. Some people don't, some people do. It's all different, whatever works for you. See how nice that blends in. How awesome that is. And then the expression from here, I did, you're capable of amazing things. And I have some Balmy Blue here, cardstock that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to place that right there. My trusty double-sided tape. Wonderful. And then I have the brown twine. or the baker's twine. I literally just tied my charm on because I don't like it flip-flopping all around. So I will actually take it and wrap it around. Come on, charm. And then just make a bow. Maybe. That knot really helps. Tying that charm down helps a lot. Keeps it from moving all over the place, which is what I like. All right, make your little bow. All right, I'm not gonna get too picky. That'll work though. Scissors. And there we go. All done. So just remember, you know, a good tip is to let the watercolor set, you know, after you dip it into your ink and, you know, you're using your pen. Just let it sit a little bit and it will end up nicely like this. And if you decide not to let it sit, I mean, there's a big difference in how they look. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope I gave you some good information. As you know, I am a new demonstrator, so if there's anything that you would like to purchase, even if you are a demonstrator, you know, I could use all the help I can get. I'm very new. You can go to my demonstrator website at irenethompson.stampinup.net, and this is my host code MUTSN6R2. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.